Hello, Mallards. It is late in the evening on Tuesday. Today has been a nice day. I watched Marisol do an interview for Ophelia at the beginning of the day, which she did a fantastic job with. And I did the dishes, I did my laundry, I did some cleaning up, and I also went to see The Marvels, finally, only a month after it opened. And I personally really enjoyed the film. There will be spoilers here for The Marvels, so if you haven't seen it yet, either don't care or skip ahead, it's up to you. I think that Captain Marvel's original film gets a bad rep for dumb reasons, and I would say that this one falls into the same category. For whatever reason, people are enjoying hating on things, and that's never been my bag in general. I am a fan of things, and I don't understand why people who are a fan of things like to be so disparaging. Like, if I didn't like it, I just wouldn't go. I wouldn't go and then spend my energy being upset about it. Like, that seems exhausting and really no fun. I go to things because I'm excited about them, because I enjoy them, because I am a fan of those things, and because I know I'm going to have a good time. And I had a great time. Also, 100 out of 10 would recommend this film for anybody who likes cats. Goose played a much bigger role than I personally was anticipating. Like, I know that Captain Marvel had Goose, right? But I did not expect Goose, the lovely Flerken, to be so much of a character that, like, Captain Marvel would ride into battle with Goose on her shoulder. Like, that's some representation for superhero cats, let me tell you. Other cats will look up to Goose and be like, wow, I could be like that someday. And they should, because I think that every cat could be Goose. You know, every girl could be Captain Marvel, and every cat could be Goose. And every girl who loves cats could be Captain Marvel with Goose. Like, I think that it's a fantastic little character there. I don't know what I was saying with that. I'm perhaps a little tired of me making this video, but we are here and we are not editing, because that is the world we're living in today, and I'm just going to keep powering through. I really enjoyed Goose being there. I really enjoyed basically every moment of this film. I think that Aman Vellani, who plays Kamala Khan, is hysterical and adorable, and I enjoyed her so much in this film. I loved her energy, I loved her dialogue, and I liked how much she wanted the group to be a team and how much emotional care she gave to Monica and Carol, who are well known for their really terrible job at taking emotional care of themselves. Like, Kamala was just there to be like, hi, I'm the youngest member of this team, but I am also the most in touch with my emotions and the most emotionally mature. And I'm going to be the one who makes sure that we're doing important things like taking care of ourselves and becoming a team and bonding and all that stuff. And then you guys can just be emotionally detached and worried about the mission and understand a lot of things about the quantum world and science that I don't necessarily understand. I did super enjoy every single time Monica explained something very scientifically, and then both Carol and Kamala were like, okay, but what does that actually mean? I thought it was fun that they each had their own thing. Also, Brie Larson is cute. Also, I felt unnecessarily teased by Valkyrie showing up, like by Carol being like, I'm calling a friend to come help you. And then Valkyrie shows up and Valkyrie calls her love, which I realize is like maybe like the British version of love, but Valkyrie is not British. She is Asgardian. And as far as I know, they don't use love in the way that British people do. So, are Carol and Valkyrie a thing? Like, she gave her a kiss on the cheek and not on the lips, which I think was a missed opportunity, personally. But that's just my own ship that I didn't even know I was on until I watched this film. Was that on my list? No, definitely not at all. Is it on my list now? Abso-freaking-lutely. I'm sure there's fanfic out there and I'm going to go enjoy it. But there were some vibes from that, which I really enjoyed. And just in general, I liked the little cameos and I liked Nick Fury so much more in this than I did in Secret Invasion. I also am a little confused about the Secret Invasion of it all. I can't decide if Secret Invasion already happened before this film. Like, it had to have, I think. Maybe? I don't really know. It's confusing. The continuity for the MCU has gotten a little confusing for me personally, which is not necessarily a bad thing because there's still time, but I wish somebody would explain it to me for sure. Also, I don't know how Loki and timelines and different realities fits in with this at all. I guess we'll have to figure that out in the future. But I did enjoy a lot of moments in this film, and I thought that the three main characters of Monica and Carol and Kamala were so endearing and so dynamic with each other, and it was just really fun to watch them be superheroes together. And I really enjoyed that. And then I know that a lot of people are super excited about the mid-credit scene where Monica like ends up in an alternate reality and Beast is there, and it's clearly like Charles Xavier, X-Men, you know, all the things that people love. But for me personally, although I'm excited for that, for those people, I was never an X-Men girly. The X-Men are really complicated and for whatever reason never spoke to me in the same way. Maybe I just didn't find the right X-Men to fall in love with. Maybe the 90s cartoon didn't speak to me the same way that it spoke to a lot of people. I'm not really sure how it is that I never became an X-Men girl, but I never became an X-Men. Maybe it's the overwhelming romantic storylines. Like, maybe it was the fact that, like, everything was about Scott and Jean or Rogue and Gambit, you know? And they were just, like, so romance heavy, and I was not interested in that. And so, like, I gravitated towards less romantic characters. I don't know. But I never really got into X-Men. So while that little bit was exciting, I wasn't, like, flipping out like I know other people were. However, Kamala finding Kate and essentially recruiting her to be part of the Young Avengers and also mentioning Cassie in that same speech, that I am in for. I am so excited. Like, America's there, and America and Kate being friends. Heck yes, I'm so into that. And they also could get Wiccan and Speed if they pull them from a different universe. You know, alternate universes are all, like, a good thing. We know that there's a bunch of Kangs around, so having an Iron Lad makes total sense. There are already a lot of characters set up for Young Avengers, and I am very ready for that. Now, immediately. Let's just do it. I don't know what's supposed to come next, but it could be this instead. It really just could. And I'd be very happy. Anyway, if you've seen the Marvels, let me know what your thoughts were, what you enjoyed, what you didn't enjoy, and whether or not you think you could handle an entire ship of Flerkittens. Also, would you be able to, like, stop running and let yourself be eaten by a Flerken if you knew it was going to save your life? And how do people breathe inside of a Flerken? Or do you just, like, stop breathing? Like, are they holding you in stasis or something? Because people are there for, like, a not insignificant amount of time, like, definitely longer than you can hold your breath. So how does that work? Maybe it's like a pocket dimension sort of thing? I don't know. I have a lot of Flerken related questions now. I didn't really think about that beforehand, but now I have several. And one of them is, do you think that a DM would let me have a Flerken as my animal companion in my next campaign? And if I had a Flerken animal companion, could I make like a rogue ranger or rogue druid and then use the Flerken as a bag of holding? But like a super crazy bag of holding, because they can eat anything. Like, it doesn't have to fit through the neck of the bag like a normal bag of holding. Like, we watch them consume gigantic objects. So yeah, I think that's where I'm at. I have a lot of questions about Flerkens, but also I would like a Flerken animal companion in my next D&D campaign so that I can use it as a bag of holding for like everything. And apparently it works for living things too. So, you know, you just like don't want to carry something around, have a Flerken. Prisoners, use a Flerken. There are a lot of possibilities here. This is a line of thought that I didn't know I was going to go down, but now I've decided that using a Flerken as a bag of holding is my new goal. And perhaps that's what Flerkens were designed for. Flerkens are just sentient bags of holding. That's where we're at. Anyway, now that we've gone off on that incredible tangent, and this video is definitely long enough, let me know in the comments what you thought. I am excited to hear from other people about what they enjoyed about the Marvels, and I will see you tomorrow.